Congratulations on starting your business. When your unit arrives, it will arrive by lowboy trailer and you should have been notified with an estimated time of delivery. Be sure your pad is ready. If your pad is not ready, you need to let the trucking company know at least 3 days prior to its arrival, or you may be responsible for costs associated with delay. The unit should be unloaded by professionals using the appropriate equipment. Verify in advance that you have your proper insurance coverage before the unit arrives and that it takes effect beginning the day the unit arrives. Once the forklift touches the unit, that is when your insurance coverage takes over. Be sure that the forklift is not too small and has the capacity to comfortably lift, remove, and place 10,000 pounds. The unit with equipment is roughly 8,700 pounds. The professional should have the appropriate insurance. Be sure the movers have exact instructions as to the placement of the unit on the pad or surface of operation. Unlike this building, your unit will arrive already wrapped with the EA Brevita brand artwork. Since you may not get to the boxes right away, be sure to store them on a clean, dry surface and under cover if necessary. It is best to unload all of the boxes from the unit if at all possible. You may want to leave the espresso machine and refrigerator inside as these items are quite heavy. You may want to sort the boxes based on how you'll be loading them back in. For example, you may want to store all the paper goods together, stack all the consumable products together, and so on. Organizing them outside the unit may help you better organize the inside. Once you have removed all the boxes, you will want to hook up your electrical and do any plumbing necessary. Contact your electrician in order to have electricity connected to the unit. The pre-drilled hole on the exterior of the unit is the access point to the interior service panel. It is best to begin populating the unit with the heavier items first, like the refrigerator and espresso machine. Let's begin with the espresso machine. Carefully cut and remove the tie straps. Lift the box cover off the espresso machine. The espresso machine weighs approximately 180 pounds and must be lifted by 2 or more people. With someone on each side of the unit, lift the machine to the counter and place it in your desired position. Be sure to use proper lifting techniques, lifting with your legs and not your back, so that you do not injure yourself. The espresso machine comes ready and only needs a couple of lines hooked up before it is operational. Feed all your lines through the access hole in the counter on the left-hand side of the machine. The freshwater line is already hooked up to the espresso machine and only needs to be connected to the filter. Next, fill the fresh water tank with water. To release the tank if it is hooked up, push and hold the quick disconnect to release the line. Unscrew the lid and fill with water. Replace the lid and reconnect the line. Give it a little tug to make sure it is connected. The sink tank hookups are the same as the espresso machine. Disconnect the fresh water tank, fill the tank with fresh water, and replace. Empty drain tanks as needed. The water tank should then be connected to the external pump. The pump is already installed under the counter, where the fresh water and drain tanks are stored. Prior to operation, be sure to turn the pump on. If you're having your unit permanently plumbed, your plumber will simply hook up your fresh water line to the external pump. So, the appropriate hookup order is fresh water line to pump, pump to filter, filter to espresso machine. Once the fresh water line is hooked up, the drain line should be connected. The drain line to the espresso machine is not hooked up when it comes out of the box. First, remove the drip tray in order to get to the drip cup. You may choose to remove the drip cup simply by unscrewing it in order to make access to the drain line much easier, although the drain line can be installed without removing the drip cup. For better visibility, we have removed the drip cup for you here. The drain line is just below the drip cup and can be slipped over the drain. Be sure it is tight. Replace the drip cup and drip tray. The drain line is then hooked directly to the drain tank. Be sure it is fastened tightly to prevent leaks. The espresso machine comes with the power cord attached to the machine, but a 220 volt 30 amp plug matching the unit's electrical connection must be installed. Installation should be done by your electrician. Consult the manual included with your machine regarding installation. Once you are certain that the unit is plumbed and wired correctly, you are ready to test your machine. Be sure that the unit is off before you plug the machine in. Also, be sure that there is water in the fresh water tanks before you turn it on. Make sure the pumps are on. Plug the machine in. Turn the machine on. You should hear the pump engaging, sending water to the machine. If you do not hear or see water going through the lines, turn the machine off immediately. If there's no water getting to the espresso machine, you will burn up your marine-grade water pump. If you have any difficulty at all, please call your technician immediately. Once you are certain the machine is getting water, you will want to check for leaks. First, check the water input line at both ends for leaks. Once the machine is warmed, engage the group head or run the hot water spout to make sure your drain lines are working properly. You will want to watch your drain line under the espresso machine and make sure gravity is pulling the drained water out. Sometimes you have to adjust the line under the machine so that water doesn't back up here. You are now ready to use your espresso machine. Review the manufacturer's manual and you will be learning how to operate your machine through EA University. Next, let's get your grinder set up. Remove the grinder from the box. Remove all parts, plastic wrap, the manual, and any warranty information. Be sure to store the written materials in a safe place for review later. Assemble the grinder. Plug the grinder in. You are now ready to use your grinder. Review the manufacturer's manual, and you will learn how to operate your Malkonig grinder through EA University. Remove the grinder from the box. Remove all parts, plastic wrap, the manual, and any warranty information. Be sure to store the written materials in a safe place for review later. Assemble the grinder. Plug the grinder in. You are now ready to use your grinder. Review the manufacturer's manual, and you will learn how to operate your grinder through EA University. Unpack your refrigerator. Tip the refrigerator to about a 45-degree angle for wheel installation. Do not tip the refrigerator on its side. Install the two wheels on that side of the unit. Tighten the wheels with the wheel wrench provided. Gently replace the refrigerator back to its upright position. Turn the unit around to the other side and repeat the process. Remove any plastic wrap on the unit. Plug the unit in. Slide the unit into place. Adjust the cord if necessary. It is now ready for use. You have been supplied with 2 blenders for your drive-thru. You may choose to set up both blenders, or if you would like more counter space, store the extra blender on the shelf. You could also use just one blender, but use both containers. Open the box and remove the unit and accessories. Remove the plastic from all parts. Be sure the unit is turned off. Put the unit in place where you like it and slide the cord through the hole and plug it in. Be sure all your employees understand how to work the window locks. This will help in the wear and tear on your unit. Pull the lever towards you, away from the window. Push the black button. Slide the lever down. To lock the window, slide the lever up into the notched area. Press and hold the black button in place. Release. Cut the ties securing the extra shelving. The extra shelving provided in your unit will be secured to the permanent shelving along the top. You may choose to install the shelving or not. Locate the shelving brackets included in your unit. Remove plastic wrap from the brackets. There should be 4 sets of brackets included. Install the brackets to height levels of your preference by sliding the bracket hooks into the bracket holes at a 45-degree angle and pushing down to secure them. To install the shelves, slide the front of the shelf over the tip of the bracket between the wire slats. Place the back portion of the shelf behind the locking hook. Pull the shelf forward towards you to lock into place. Repeat for each shelf you want installed. Remove each piece from the box and place into position. First, the cash register drawer goes on the bottom. Second, remove the monitor unit and place it on the cash drawer. Third, remove the thermal receipt printer from the box and position either on the left or right side of the cash drawer.